Now I'm going to pick all the Big 12 games, football games for week 1 and August 29th are the following games: UCF versus New Hampshire, ESPN Plus, 6 p.m. No spread on the game currently, but I'm going with UCF. Number 22, Kansas versus Lindenwood, 7 p.m. Central Time on ESPN Plus. Kansas should win this game. Now, this is a game that I really think could really be an upset potential here. Colorado versus North Dakota State, 7 p.m. Central Time on ESPN. Colorado's favored by 9.5. If there was an issue with Colorado, it's the trenches. And we know North Dakota State's no ordinary FCS team. I'm leaning Colorado, but I am not confident 100%. I especially don't like how Deion Sanders is treating media lately. But that's a different story. And a different time to tell that, and if I really want to tell that. Look what he just did to that Denver Post guy. Now, Utah, that's number 12 in the country versus Southern Utah at 8 p.m. Central Time on ESPN Plus. There's no spread on the game. Utah should win this game. Now, August 30th, there's just one game. TCU at Stanford. TCU is favored by 9 points at 9:30 p.m. Central Time on ESPN. If TCU really loses this game, this is going to be as bad as losing to Colorado from last year. I don't see the repeat of what happened last year twice. So I'm going with TCU. And Stanford is one of the worst teams in the ACC. I'm just saying. It's the truth. Okay. Like Baylor versus Tarleton State at 6 p.m. Central Time on ESPN Plus. Tarleton State actually played a week 0 game against Mid-East State, and they had to survive. Despite having a 26-7 lead, they only won 26-23. And the starting quarterback got hurt with a hand injury like something with his hand, like a finger or a hand. But either way, they struggled mightily in the game. And Mid-East State only like one game last year, and that was a forfeit. And to me, Tarleton State was fortunate that game did not go to overtime, because if Mid-East State made a field goal at the very end, it would have been overtime, or Mid-East State did not commit so many mistakes in the game. And I know Tarleton State did too, but not as many as Mid-East State. I think Tarleton State loses that football game. I'm going with Baylor to win this game comfortably. And if Dave Aranda wants to get off to a good start for the year and want to make a bowl game, he has to win these type of games. Enough said about that. Now, number 8, Penn State at West Virginia. Penn State's favored by 8.5 on Fox at 11 a.m. August 31st. I really debated about this game here, but I think Penn State wins, though it will not be as big as last year's game. Just saying. Now, this is another game I really debated with here, and it's number 17 Oklahoma State versus South Dakota State, the FCS champs, and they won 29 games in a row, and Oklahoma State's favored by 9.5 points. ESPN Plus, 1 p.m. And allegedly, the last loss for South Dakota State was Iowa, and that was 7-3, and they did not give up a touchdown. Yes, they scored a field goal and 2 safeties to win that game for Iowa against South Dakota State. This game may be ugly, but I think Oklahoma State wins this game. Towson at Cincinnati, 1:30 p.m. Central Time on ESPN Plus. Cincinnati should win this game, though there is concerns about the defensive line with the injuries, and Dante Corleone has been limited in practice from what I could tell last. Okay, so Iowa State versus North Dakota, FS1 to 2:30 p.m. Central Time. Iowa State should win this game. North Dakota is not as good as North Dakota State. Now, number 18, Kansas State versus UT Martin, 6 p.m. Central Time on ESPN Plus. There's no spread on the game, but Kansas State should win this game. Now, this game I really debated with. UNLV at Houston. Houston's only favored by 1.5. 6 p.m. Central Time on FS1. New head coach, Willie Fritz, does he lose his first game? And UNLV is no joke. They were the runner-ups in the Mountain West last year. And I know the starting quarterback's gone, but they got a good replacement over there. You know what? Sounds crazy. I'm going with the UNLV in this game. Sorry, Houston, but if you lose this game, it will be a rough year for you. But even if you win, it still might be rough. Because look at that schedule. Though I might be wrong about that one. It's just something tells me to pick that game the other way. Now, Texas Tech versus Abilene Christian at 6:30 p.m. Central Time on ESPN Plus. I'm going with Texas Tech in this game. Now, BYU versus Southern Illinois University. BYU is favored by 16.5. Southern Illinois is no joke of a FCS team. They're not as good as North Dakota State or South Dakota State, but still, you can't sleep on them. And I think BYU wins this game, though. You know, it might be closer than that spread. Now, number 21, Arizona versus New Mexico. New Mexico just literally lost to Montana State. And Arizona is favored by 31 points, 9:30 p.m. Central Time on ESPN. Arizona wins this game. Now, Wyoming at Arizona State. Arizona State's favored by 6.5, and it's 9:30 p.m. Central Time on FS1. Wyoming is no pushover a team. They beat Texas Tech last year, remember. But I have a feeling that Arizona State wins this game somehow, though it may be tight. Anyways, if you like this content, hit the like and subscribe button. See you guys later. On the road to 7 subscribers, Sports Ultimate goal. It's 1,000 more, so my money out the score. So like a video, comment video really helps YouTube algorithm so more people can see it. Sharing the video does help as well, so more people can watch. And if you're watching and subscribe, hit subscribe button to read the notification bell as well.